What I say to you is excellence is an outcome. It's not a new word, it's an old word. Aristotle said excellence is the result of a habit. And the habit that excellence is the result of is quality.
So sex is not one of 5S?
Sex is the 6th S, and hopefully it's safe sex.
Okay, good. Okay, what about you, Yuri?
Just thank you very much for your explanation, first of all, Greg. Unfortunately, my answer is much more prosaic than Mr. Watson's. You asked about the movement, what the movement is. And I went to Webster, and Webster Dictionary tell us that the movement, of course, there are among many other meanings of this word, because, you know, movement is just a has very many meanings.
Like quality. Yeah, go ahead.
Movement is a public kind of activities which has some particular targets. Just very simple and very clear. Kind of activities, a movement is a kind of activities which has some particular targets.
So jogging, if you are just at morning movement on the streets without target, is not a movement.
You ask Webster, please, not me, huh?
Okay, good.
From this standpoint, the movement, the quality of movement, is very clear, very clearly how to explain it, and more or less clear where to go. So once we set up targets in quality, we have to shape the society, all those people, or at least who wants to go with us, and reach in some particular direction which we will choose. That's a movement. And we can make it very different way. Say just having meetings together or shaping up the international organization, which is, in my mind, not necessary, at least at present time. But to have same ideas, same targets, and move together in one direction. That's what the movement is.
Okay. What do you think, Mike?
Zygmunt, may I be challenging yet again? I think the quality movement is changing drastically right in front of us, and we're missing this. Many of us, my age group, at the time that we joined societies, joining organizations, was very important, very popular. It was how we advanced our careers. The next generation of people do not do it the way we do it. Joining organizations is not important as it was for us to get their careers. They want to learn in new and different ways. And if we're not out there trying to meet them in the way they want to learn, then we're going to not succeed in trying to grow quality in our communities. And we're already seeing this. Worldwide, most quality organizations are losing membership. The next generation of people are looking for more social value, contribution to their communities in different ways than we're doing it right now. And we need to rethink our structure on how we provide quality to the community so that that next generation of quality professional does understand and does want to come in and be part of this.
Yeah, but the American Society for Quality, for example, or Academy, it's not in union. So you're trying to get some assurances and all kind of these things to your members. So is this the, let's say, your chance to get more people in and so on? Or maybe another one, you're trying to get, let's say you are the only one, the Academy, it's a little different organization, I'm not sure about WEC, but let's say you have a lot of certifications. Mm-hmm. And through this certification, when people want to get certified, to manager, to quality manager, quality software quality manager, software reliability, and so on, CRE, CQM, and so on. So you are getting them inside. Can you actually sustain them inside after they finish the certification?
Well, it's interesting you say this because we've been doing a fair amount of research and even brought in some marketing professionals, one who was at the Houston meeting. And we've looked at, we need to rethink the concept of membership or joining, because people will want to move towards more of associating with communities of practice and creating communities of practice, not necessarily the formal, what we call bowling leagues of our generation. We need to be able to find ways to attract them in and then get them more interested, and then also look at them from a life cycle, and this is where we've done some recent research. There is a life cycle. What I need at my point in my career for quality is much different than somebody who is just now graduating from Technion or starting into a career in quality. And so what we've begun to look at is trying to look at how do we align the products and services to better fit that life cycle. And oh, by the way, it doesn't mean that you are a young person coming into that life cycle. Many people come into quality in their 30s and 40s at their career. So we have to not just think of it from an age demographic, we have to look at it from a need demographic. Did that help?
Yes, thank you. Actually, ASQ is regional organization, but the academy is a little like a one floor up. So your mission, you see your mission like a teacher, a very good teacher. You know, once I read that very good teacher you need for very good student, but very good student doesn't need teacher. So what do you think about your mission?
Oh, Zygmunt, you're driving me crazy. These questions. I think it's interesting. The Academy is very selective. We have, in the past, been very disorganized about membership. Over the last 6 years, we've changed the bylaws of the society, the Academy rather, and we have created new levels of membership. We have our first new level called Companion. And the Companion is meant to be someone who is a professional leader of a quality society. And we have our first elected member, Madam Tang from the Shanghai Quality Association. We are also looking at expanding the membership. We have 3 different categories of academicians. We have people who are university professors, people who are CEOs of companies, and we also have people who are chief quality officers in major organizations. And over the last 15 years, the Academy has a disproportionate number of academicians and people from the university world. And so we are now seeking actively to bring in more of the practitioners of quality and the leaders of organizations who use quality as improvement strategies. And we believe that by having a balance like this in the organization, we can better serve the quality movement with helping to provide better leadership, better concentration of the thinking, and better propagation of key practices that will work throughout the world. And this is one of the service areas that we have in terms of what the Academy is doing. And we work in collaboration with ASQ very strongly, but also with JUICE and with EOQ.
Okay, thank you very much. Yuri, you are one of the leaders of Russian organization together with Mr. Voronin. So the question is, what do you think about your